air and looked like he'd be the GOAT. He became the hero by scoring the winning run.
If you wrote that and sent it to Hollywood, they wouldn't believe it.
No.
Jack, it was one of the most exciting games I've ever seen, and the list, as he said, of Cub heroes is endless. Certainly it includes catcher George Mitterwald.
That's pretty well hit. Stay fair, baby. Back, back, back. Hey, hey! A home run. It's tied up again. Oh, brother. What a ball game.
Well, we're going to show you every, and I mean every highlight of today's game in an expanded sports segment. That'll come up later in the news.
10 o'clock, time for News 9 with Jack.
From the whole game.
It's just come from behind.
That's
many
right.
times.
We're going to have all the highlights, believe me, just like we promised, right after this commercial message. 33,000 plus Wrigley Field saw two Major League records tied in that Cubs' incredible 16-15 victory. 16-15 over the Cincinnati Reds. It was a game that lasted 13 innings. The crowd thought it was all over, of course, when the Reds teed off on Ray Burris in the very first inning.
1-1. Fly ball, pretty well hit to right. That's way back there. It is gone. Well, Mr. Rose gave notice. He is out of the slump. That's his 7th home run of the year. There's a well-hit ball deep to left. That is a home run. A home run by Johnny Bench. A line drive homer. Look out. That's pretty well hit. That's way back there. It is a goner. Another home run. So Concepcion and Lum score on Mike's 2nd home run of the year. And that makes it now the Reds 6, the Cubs nothing. Herman is bracing himself against the top there to keep from going through the roof of that dugout.
But the Cubs came right back. Bill Buckner, 2 men on in the first inning.
That's a well-hit ball deep to right center. Pretty well back there. It is, hey, hey! A home run for Buckner. 3 runs in for the Cubs. Whee!
Bobby Mercer was the next Cub hitter.
There's a fly ball. That's pretty deep to left. That's pretty well back there. Back, back, back. Hey, hey! A homer for Mercer. An opposite field homer.
Well, 5 home runs tied a record in that first inning. In the second, it was George Mitterwald.
That's pretty well hit. Back she goes. Forget it. It's a goner. Hey, hey! All the way out on Waveland Avenue. Attaboy, Barron. Woo, boy.
In the same inning, Larry Bittner batting with 2 men on base.
There's a base hit. The ball game is tied. Cub runners at first and second. Nobody out.
That tied it at 6-all, and 1 out later, it was Bobby Mercer again.
Ground ball. Joe Morgan over to second for 1. Beat the relay. No relay. The Cubs lead.
But the Cubs trailed 10-7 when relief pitcher Donnie Moore came to the plate in the 3rd inning.
That's pretty well hit. That's way back there. Geronimo way back. Off the vines. Here comes Manny Trio. Donnie Moore will wind up on 3rd base. And Lowry was almost tempted to let him go.
Now it's the 4th inning. 2 Cubs on base. Steve Ontiveros batting.
Swings, there's a high fly ball. Running hard for the ball, and they can't make the play. 1 run is in. Nobody covering 3rd, so Mercer gets there easily. It's a bloop base hit for Ontiveros.
Manny Trio was next.
There's a well-hit ball left center. That's a base hit for Trio. Mercer's in. And Ontiveros goes to 3rd. The ball game is tied up once more at 10-10.
Well, that tie lasted only until Ken Griffey faced Paul Russell. It was the 6th inning.
There's a high fly ball deep in the right center, and kiss it goodbye. It's gone. Morales just looking at that ball as it lands at the last roll deep in right center field.
Later in that 6th inning, Bittner took a hit away from Cesar Geronimo. Watch this one.
Watch this catch. Bittner's going back on the wall. He leaps at the last moment, and fortunately the glove is on that right arm. There it is. The ball is caught. Watch that ball hit out of the glove, and he makes the catch before going into the wall.
Griffey doubled home 2 runs, and the Reds led it 13-10, and Geronimo got another chance in the 8th inning.
Here's Geronimo, the only Red who did not bat in the 7th inning, and that's pretty well hit. Back she goes. Look out now. It is gone. Geronimo, who was really robbed by Larry Bittner in the 6th. Certainly wasn't robbed this time.
In the Cubs' 8th, Bill Buckner did it again. A man on base.
That's a pretty well hit ball back to right field. It is high, a home run for Buckner. A line drive homer just cleared the fence.
A 1 out later, Jerry Morales gets into the act.
That's pretty well hit. Back she goes. Back, back, back. Hey, attaboy, Jerry. Woo, boy.
Well, it was 14-13 Reds when Cub skipper Herman Franks blew his stack in the 9th inning.
Ball 3, strike 2. There's a ground ball, and it bounces away from Buckner. Picked up by Rosello. Throws. Too late. Buckner calls for time. An error is charged on the play for Buckner. Okay. Ooh, Herman's upset.
In the Cub 9th, Mercer batted with 2 out, nobody on base.
There's a ground ball into right field, a base hit for Mercer.
A walk moved Mercer to second base for Ontiveros.
Here we go. And there's a drive into left field. It's a base hit. Come on, Bobby. Foster has a tremendous arm. It's going to be close. He scores. He scores.
Bruce Sutter, here's good news. He pitched 3 innings. Griffey was one of his 6 strikeout victims.
0-2. Strike, he got him. That's 2 out.
And Joe Morgan batted with 2 out and a man on second base in the 11th inning.
There's a ground ball, a diving stop by Buckner, and he wins the race to the bag. Oh, bad leg or not. And Morgan is going wild. Sparky Anderson's going crazy at first base. Buckner with a diving stop that may have saved the ball game. A spectacular, dramatic effort. You could see the pain on his face as he raced for the bag with that sore leg of his. Here it is again. Morgan with a hot drive, and look at Buckner guard that line. Diving stop. He just knew he didn't have time to throw. Picked himself up. He wants to race to the bag. Here it is, one of the great races of the year. And the first base umpire, Jerry Crawford, says he's out.
In the 12th inning, Pete Broberg pitched to Dave Concepcion. 2 men on, 1 out.
Check swing. An easy tap. Throw to second. Oh, no. Rosello loses the ball. A run comes in. Oh, man. The easiest out in the book.
But the Baron Mitterwald brought the Cubs back again in the bottom of the 12th.
That's pretty well hit. Stay fair, baby. Back, back, back. Hey, hey! A home run. It's tied up again. Oh, brother. What a ball game.
Rick Russell pitched the 13th inning, then batted with 2 out in the Cub 13th.
1-1. There is a base hit for Russell. So Big Rick represents the winning run. Ontiveros coming to bat, 2 out.
As he said, here it's up to Steve.
There's a drive into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes Russell, rounding second, heads for third, in there easily. So now Ontiveros has advanced the winning run to third base with 2 out.
And wouldn't you know it, Dave Rosello.
Just a dribbler will do it, pal. There's a ground ball left field, a base hit. The ball game is over. Look at Russell with hands upraised. It's all over. Rosello did it. Ooh-wee! This crowd refuses to leave. They're still standing around here. They won't go home. They want to enjoy this as much as they can. Here's the replay as Rosello slams the most important hit he'll get this year, maybe. And there's Rusho, hands above his head, racing across the plate. The ball game is all over. In 15 innings, the Chicago Cubs have beaten the Cincinnati Reds 15-14 in one of the great uphill battles we'll ever see in our lifetime. 8-0, and there